employee, I almost said conduit. I guess it is for conduit. Employee podcast for conduit with me, Connor,
Donnie.
and Donnie. And so we're going to focus on a couple topics today. Starting with street smart.
Oh boy.
How does and you know the question that comes to my mind is like, how do we implement street smart?
First, what is your first step? Like, what is the first thing that pops in your head when you think of street smart? Go.
You're good and you know how to, you have your social skills in public and with people are good. It's kind of what I, or excellent, whatever you would use. It's kind of how I view street smart. And you kind of probably want, it's probably like one of those things where you're trying to kind of wonder, like, how does that implement into the workplace? But I think it goes back to what I was just saying, my definition, which is, to have good people skills, good skills when you're in public, know time and place. That's big. Like, know who your audience is, who you're talking to, what you should say and what you shouldn't say. Or what you should do and shouldn't do. It's kind of one of those situations where people you either have it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like you kind of can call the shots by knowing your surroundings and who you are around. You can make that judgment call based on those things about what you should say or do. I think.
Yeah. Obviously, being street smart is just being able to tell when someone is giving you a load of, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I'll say it. We can bleep it out. A load of right? We'll bleep it out. But like really being able to tell when someone is genuine or true. Really, that's what it is. It's like getting to know somebody and knowing who that person is as opposed to just trusting the fact that they're truthful or they say what they're going to do. They better have actions to back it up. And usually street smart is being able to tell that before you even have experienced anything that they have done. So it really just it's a gut thing. You get over time, you just learn how to deal with people and be around people, and you know how people work. So
which also I think this leads into making good decisions, which is our next topic. And this can be tough in the workplace because not every decision we make as coworkers or employees is always going to be a good decision, even if we think it is. Sometimes we're unsure. We have to just pick the best decision there possibly is. It definitely helps to have a good track record of making decisions that go positively, because I think that helps with people feeling like they can count on you more in the workplace. Like there's more confidence in you if the decisions you make most of the time are positive or go in the right direction. And but it's always important. I think the biggest part of making good decisions is like the attitude aspect. Like even if you make a bad decision or a decision that may not have been what you thought, it's important to just have that positive attitude, even though that's super hard to do. Just having a positive attitude in the decisions you make is important. So because that shows that like you aren't negative. Like there's the people who work around you don't get a sense of negativity even when something goes wrong.
Well, if you make a good decision, someone's going to trust you. Right? If I make a decision of whether or not to steal someone's wallet and I choose not to, right? And I see it on the table, I don't touch it. That person now has trust with me. They trust me that I'm not going to do something like that, right? So it comes down to, it builds a relationship with someone. You build trust. You build up this person, and it makes someone be okay with following you, listening to you, putting weight and decisions on you or something, giving you like authority. But you have to be able to do that. And there's like people who say that like there's no such thing as a bad. There are. There are bad decisions and there are good decisions, and you will have bad decisions, you will have good decisions, and you learn from those and you grow from that. So
yeah. So moving right along, strategic thinking, which will also lead into being proactive. Strategic thinking. So this is really important to me, and that's kind of just like being thorough, basically. Just kind of evaluating all your options in a situation, or if you have an idea about maybe something you want to try or implement, or you want to maybe really plan it out, in your job, in your work. For us, that would be doing like a production of some kind. Just having a plan is good, and having a thorough plan so that it goes smoothly. A process is a great thing. Like for me, in my work, it would be like filming something, scripting something, putting all the puzzle pieces together so it makes my life easier. That's kind of a big thing. Just having that strategic thought of what I shouldn't be doing, or maybe this is a good idea, or I don't know, maybe you have a shaky feeling about something, you got to rethink it. It's just important to really be thorough about that, I think.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. I think it's obvious. I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Where like if you make a strategy,
Got some drilling
if you
going
make
on in the background.
you work in
At a
where do we
shower
work?
glass.
A shower glass company.
Yeah.
But no, you said everything basically. You just have to have a plan. Sometimes your plan won't go to the way that you want it to.
Yeah.
So deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't whine, don't complain, don't stress out.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is do that. So
Yeah. Well, and this leads into being proactive, which is the last topic. I think once you have that strategic plan, or the strategic idea, that leads into actually implementing that, not letting it sit on the shelf. So once you develop something, you just got to go after it, and that's a big part of life. You gotta do what you're gonna say, not do it at all. Say it and not do it at all. Does not go far. So I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this week's podcast. And Donnie is going out in the field this week, so we will not have a Friday one, but we will be back next week. So we will see you guys then.